All right, everybody, welcome. Today's practice. How are you all doing? So today is 96 days we've been doing this. I just calculated 96 days. I'm amazed you're still here. 96 days. So we're gonna go till 7th of August. We'll finish 108 days. And then a few days after that, I'm going to Kashmir. So I'm not sure I can continue this. So we'll take a little gap, like a bit of a break. And you're always welcome to revisit. Pretty much all of it is there on YouTube. Instagram has some of it as well. So you can revisit recordings. And it's also nice to once in a while rely on yourself. If you're enjoying the 10:30 practice, do it by yourself as well. Don't always need to be guided. It's nice to also trust yourself. So it's a good thing. So let us begin today's practice. Today's practice is called chill and relax. So in other words, you don't have to do much. In any case, I know some of you chill and relax every night, but I got messages saying, Nithya, thanks to you, I'm getting good night's sleep. People are putting this on to go to sleep. Those of you who are already doing this to chill and relax, you should chill and relax a little bit less. The rest of you are trying hard to chill and relax, so chill and relax. All right, so all you have to do is do nothing and just receive and let me do the work for you today. So just feel that you're becoming more and more diffuse, open mind, open heart. Just make yourself more receptive. Allow yourself to be exactly the way you are, including all the parts that are not feeling comfortable, not feeling aligned. All the parts that, despite 96 days of continuous practice, they're still hurting, paining, resisting. So just relax. It's fascinating when we practice, then you go looking for the edge. What's the edge? Where do I end and the world begins? If you're actually you go looking for the edge in your experience. It's quite fascinating. There is no edge. It's just a mental concept. Like experientially, if you were to try right now to close your eyes and without memory, try to find the edge of your body and see if you can find a sharp line, a sharp edge. Or it's just a field. It's just a spectrum. You pay careful attention, it's more like a spectrum. And so you go looking within that spectrum. What's the edge? Where does the spectrum begin and where does the spectrum end? And that again further opens out. So this is the direct way to recognize non-division, non-boundary, non-separation, non-duality. And in today's practice, because of this non-duality, non-boundary, non-separation, you can just chill and relax. And whatever needs to happen will happen. And all you need to do is be open and receptive, and even if you're not receptive, to notice the non-receptivity. And notice what's happening. Be curious, be in a state of wonder. I had this beautiful image of these very playful beings. Could think of them as something like elf-like energy, playful beings, like naughty, playful beings. And whatever seems hard in our personality, whatever seems hard in terms of habits, in terms of beliefs, in terms of, I just can't do that, I'm not like that, or I wish I could do that. Whatever seems insurmountable, whatever seems like a block, like a stone we can't move. These creatures who are elf-like are just happily dancing on this side and that side. Just like you can put your, let's say there's a shadow of a pole. You can just wave your hand in and out of the shadow. There's nothing stopping you. So these elf-like creatures are just weaving in and out of what you and I consider to be hard, insurmountable obstacles. Oh, that's just the way I am. And why am I this way? So right now, these elves are doing their work. And by weaving in and out of what you and I may consider to be hard, insurmountable blocks of some kind, they're moving in and out, is revealing that's just a concept. It's not true. And it's like weaving grace, the moving in and out of these golden elves. It's weaving strings of grace. Which is changing the shape, changing the structure, changing the consistency of what you and I might consider to be hard, heavy, stuck energy. And the best part is there's nothing we have to do. Just relax. These are super clever, super intelligent, super playful elves. Golden and green. And they're having fun as they do this. And so 1,000,000 such elves are now working on each one of us. Well, not working, I'd say playing, that's better. Playing on what you and I might consider are blocks or obstructions. And they're weaving in and out, in and out. With every movement, with every weave, they're cutting some cords, microscopic cords, DNA level cords, neural connections. They're just cutting them. Let this process continue. Millions and millions of elves, microscopic elves. Working on each one of us. While we chill and relax with zero expectations. And as they weave in and out, they're releasing emotional pressure, mental pressure, psychic pressure, pressure at a soul level, pressure at a cellular level, every possible level. They're releasing pressure because as they weave in and out, the deepest part of us starts realizing, wow, maybe this is not as tight as I imagined. Maybe this is not as stuck as I imagined. Maybe this is not as heavy as I imagined. Maybe I was just looking at it wrong. So millions and millions, and now approaching billions and billions of tiny elves, golden and green, are weaving in and out. They're having a really good time. For them, this is all play. For them, this is all fun. Meanwhile, you and I are getting released from lifelong obstructions. And the harder you find this to believe, the more you're in for an amazing surprise. Imagine for a moment how it would feel if you got a chance for a complete makeover, complete reset. Resetting your heart, resetting your mind, resetting your emotions, resetting your DNA. Nice reset, which means everything is forgiven, everything is cleared. The bank account is the bank account of this and that and should and shouldn't, and it's all just cleared. Start afresh. You don't owe anybody anything. They don't owe you anything. You don't owe yourself anything. You're not trying to meet any standard. Just a powerful reset. And that's the invitation of these golden and green elves that are weaving in and out of you. at a microscopic level, each time cutting through what would otherwise be a lifelong belief, a lifelong obstruction, a lifelong heaviness. And all we have to do is to be open and receptive and be ready, be willing to be beautifully reset, completely reset. What's that like? And even if you're not there yet, what's the energy of that like? Because some part of you can smell it already. Some part of you can taste it already. Some part of you knows it already. Just chill and relax and be as open as you can. Nothing you have to do. Enjoy the process. This is so beautiful. So beautiful. Millions and billions of elves enjoying, perforating, cutting through all the illusions, all the karmic blockages, all the mental, emotional, psychic stuff. It's getting ground into fine dust as they keep playing, moving in and out. And even the most stubborn person amongst us by now has already begun to feel something. Even the one who's so sure that they're undeserving, by the spirited action of a billion elves playing around in an interdimensional way, in a way that's hard for conditioned humans to fully understand. And it's going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Keep opening yourself. Keep remaining receptive. And the elves brought in their friends and cousins and distant relatives. So now you have a group of 50 elves per cell. Every single cell has become a playground for 50 golden elves, dramatically upgrading your DNA as they dance and play inside each cell. They're dancing and playing, and meanwhile, we're getting cleaned up. We're getting cleaned up from the deepest possible level. So 50 or more elves per cell running around, jumping in and out, having the time of their lives. I mean, think about it. Not a single cell has been left out. Whether it's cells in your heart, or your kidney, or your skin, or your bone marrow. Just feel the scale of this. And we don't know how it happens, but somehow, over the next 3 minutes and 48 seconds, immense amount of pressure is going to get released. Immense amount of pressure from every single cell, just like a pressure cooker goes off every now and again. Immense amount of pressure is going to get released from a soul level, from a heart level, from a cellular level, from a mental level, from every possible level, including physical level, including sexual level, including every possible level. All you have to do is remain open and receptive. getting a pretty specific message for everybody. So these elves are telling us that what you believe about constraints of space and time don't really apply. And they'd like us to give up this human habit of holding back our love because we are afraid of the consequences. And the way they want us to do that is communicate at a soul level, which is what most advanced civilizations are doing anyway, that have ascended beyond human. So yes, they understand that in our society, things are confusing and they're misunderstood, and there's all kinds of ideas about who you are and where you are. And they're kind of laughing at how complicated we've made our life. Ideas around relationships and ideas around gender and ideas around so many things. But they say, all right, if that's the game you want to play, then communicate at a soul level. So whether it's forgiveness, whether it's love, whether it's just something that's not working, don't worry about saying it perfectly. It's very slow. Tune into your heart, tune into your soul. And let the soul do the talking. If you want to imagine the soul is speaking in English, that's fine. But let the soul do the talking. Soul will talk to soul. And then express yourself fully. Express yourself fully. Express your angst. Express your joy. Express your hopes. Express your fears. And don't forget to express your love. If it helps you to say it aloud in a quiet place, do that. If it helps you to write it down, do that. Learn to communicate at a soul level. This is not limited to humans. You can communicate with animals. This is how animal communicators work. You can communicate with plants. This is what happened at Findhorn, where they learned to communicate with plants. You can communicate with the mineral kingdom. This is what unknowingly scientists are doing when they're discovering new things. They're communicating with the soul of the minerals, and the minerals are revealing their qualities to them. So that's a powerful and very potent and very specific message. And they say this is the way that you too can be as playful as us, as lighthearted as us, as free as us, as multidimensional as us, as carefree as us. Soul to soul communication is a specific message. And the reminder that everything has a soul. Even your laptop has a soul. Even a piece of rock has a soul, including across space and time. You can communicate with any soul, unrestricted by space and time. And this is opening you up to a whole new, glorious dimension of what this lifetime, what's possible in this lifetime, the extent to which you can play this game. So already this has been installed in our own deepest hearts and minds through today's activity. As we were chilling and relaxing, they were updating us from the inside out, cleaning us up from the inside out, resetting us from the inside out. And they planted the seeds of wisdom, which will continue to sprout as we engage in soul-to-soul communication. You can even talk to the soul of your future self, the soul of your future self, who you will be, including who you're afraid to be. What an amazing revelation. What specific guidance. And they also want to tell us, you can't get this wrong. It's your egoic mind that tells you, oh, am I doing this right? Is this the right method? And they're laughing and they're saying, chill, chill and relax. You can't do this wrong. Be playful like us. So it's appropriate for every single one of us to now have a moment of gratitude and have a soul-to-soul communication with these interdimensional golden green elves. Communicate your own gratitude in your own way. All right, the final message is to revisit today's session as often as we like. A lot of work has already happened. A lot of pressure has already been released. But there may be other layers of pressure, and they will continue to be released. And don't hesitate to revisit this recording many, many times. Each time, imbibing deeper, effortlessly, activating deeper the gifts that have been woven deep into our being. What a wonderful gift. It's like a spiritual spa of sorts. Infinite gratitude. May this practice reach all those who it needs to. Practice of no practice. All right, everybody. With that, we are done for today. Take rest. Thanks for all the messages. Goodbye.